Narit Chotikavanic and Lateef Patrick. Appreciate you guys joining us. First off, congrats on the big victory. First off, Narit, triggered in 8 threes tonight. That's the most in the game by Jack since 2017. Second most in the game, really all time, tied with a couple of guys. You see the first one go in, second one goes in. Just kind of your thoughts on the night and how it felt.
Yeah. My teammates did a great job passing to me, and just really had the easy job of just knocking it in. Wasn't really too much out there, just kind of find open space and then let my guys just hit it to me and knock it down.
And Lateef, you had 18 tonight as well. Just talk a little bit about how you felt, what you saw out there. Obviously, it's a pretty physical game. I think you both can speak on that, but just kind of your thoughts on tonight's victory.
Primarily just getting to the rim and try to play off 2 feet. Coach kind of was on me a little bit about that. So I started kind of taking his advice, playing off 2 feet. Then I got to my spots and the shots that I wanted. So, but overall, played pretty slow. So everything was just kind of to the basket and everything will work itself out. Getting out to him, getting his shots going and stuff like that. So.
Contest featured 9 lead changes, 8 tied scores. So obviously a lot of back and forth action there. I think it was coming out of that under 8 media timeout there in the second half. Things kind of started maybe leaning a little bit more Jacks. Kind of just maybe go through what was talked about maybe in the huddle or just kind of the mindset in the second half, knowing it was going to be a dogfight till the end.
Our energy at first was a 6 or about a 7, but then yeah. But at the end, we kind of picked it up in the second half and kind of wanted to just get after it. I know they were playing physical on us, and we couldn't let them set the tone with that. So we tried to have an answer back, and we got it done.
And for both of you guys, obviously, you can trigger one in from range really whenever you want. Talk a little bit about just kind of maybe the trust Coach has in you to know, obviously, to be able to shoot when you have a shot, when you feel like you can take a shot. Just talk a little bit about that and the trust he has.
Well, you want this one?
Sure. Yeah, he puts a lot of trust in us. He got on me one time for not shooting it, actually. So, yeah, he trusts us, and that's a good feeling to have as a player, to have a coach that trusts you.
Sure. I agree.
And one more question. Obviously kind of in the flow of the season, right? Getting in the flow of the season, you're on the road to Rice on Tuesday, back home, and you're going to head out to California. How's it feel for you guys as players kind of being that in that flow of the season rather than kind of those dog days of leading up to the season and having to look at the same guy every day at practice and things like that?
Yeah.
It's hard. It's hard, but it's kind of what you signed up for, and kind of the thrill of the bounce back and just being able to play basketball is kind of biggest blessing. So with that, we just battled through it together and trying to take care of our body as best we can. So that's pretty much it.
Yeah, and just those practices, the boring practices, those are really the practices that help us in this game in the end and come hopefully in March and stuff like that.
Absolutely. Congrats on the big win. Appreciate you both for joining us.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Appreciate you joining us. First off, congrats on the victory. We'll start with an opening statement, and then we'll get to some questions.
Yeah, credit to Abilene Christian, Coach Tanner. He does a great job. I knew what they were going to do when they came in here. It's part of their DNA. They're going to be super physical. They were going to attack us, and we tried to communicate that as best we could. But until it happens, until you get punched in the mouth with it, you can't describe it. So I thought it was a perfect game for us. Did we play well? No. But you can learn. Learning from wins is a heck of a lot better than learning from losses. So we got a lot to get better at. I was disappointed in some areas, but I thought as the game went on, we adjusted to the physicality and we made big plays down the stretch to win the game. And ultimately, that's what championship level teams do. So I was happy to see that. Excited that we came out with the win. Excited about some guys that stepped up and played well. That had not played well as much lately. So that was good to see. And once again, it's a different guy stepping up for us with Narit. And Lateef was really good tonight. And so, it wasn't Keon's best night. And we were still able to find a way to win, which is a testament to the depth that we have on this team. And, just ultimately finding a way to win is what you have to do in college basketball or, in any sport, really, even when you win, when you play bad. So I was excited to see us come out with a win.
And Coach, obviously, on Tuesday you go to Rice, you pull out a good win there. Physical win tonight against a really good Abilene team. Kind of has non-conference schedule, obviously to this point, kind of have a little bit of a hint of March. How do you think that obviously the way it's shaped out and how that'll help your team down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, we're not, obviously Millsaps to open the season, was a team that we should beat pretty bad, and we did that, but we played, Arkansas State is a good team. At Rice is a good team. Abilene coming in here is a good team, Abilene Christian. So we're about to go on the road for 3 straight, at Fresno State, at Pepperdine, at UTA, and what people would say all are bigger conferences than the Southland. So we're not playing anybody that's, at the Power 4 level, but we're playing all good teams. And so there's no team where we could show up and have an off night and win. And I think that's what the Southland is, because the league is really good. And it's not just McNeese. It's not just SFA. It's a lot of teams. I watch them every night, and everybody's playing well. I don't know what the final results were in some of tonight's games, but I mean, the Southland is a good league, and it's as good as it's ever been. And Coach Doty talked about it last night at Houston Christian, and he's right. Everybody can win on any night, and when you play teams that we're playing right now in the non-conference, it sets us up for when we start Southland League play. So it's been good.
Coach, 24 points from Narit tonight, all from beyond the arc, made 8 threes, most in the game. Jack since 2017. Just talk a little bit about your trust and really your expectation for him to pull the trigger when he needs to.
Yeah, well, he shot 10. He should have shot 11. I was yelling at him one of them. He turned it down and shot a pull-up jumper. Look, Narit is a guy that you will not find a harder worker. He's in the gym every day, and the best part about Narit is it doesn't matter if he gets 10 shots or 0 shots, if he plays 10 minutes, 30 minutes. He's the exact same person. He's the exact same teammate every day. And those guys are invaluable. It's a reason he was a state champion in high school. It's a reason that he won at West Texas A&M. And it's a reason why we've had a good start here so far this year. He's a winner, and winning players find a way to make plays when they need to make them. And that's what Narit is. And I'm really happy he's on our team. So I'm glad to have him.
One more for you here, Coach, and forgive me, I know it's late. It's kind of a twofold question, but you talked about Keon, maybe obviously not his best night, still goes for 15 and 12, draws 10 fouls. Talk a little bit about how the game, when it begins to become a little bit more physical, how that kind of maybe plays into his style, but then also you mentioned didn't have the best night, but guys around him stepped up and made plays.
Yeah, I think we spent a couple days in practice. We did not practice. We played Tuesday. We did not practice Wednesday. We came back Thursday and had a very short practice. So we didn't have a ton of time to prepare on the practice floor. Now, we watched a ton of film, and we did some walkthroughs. We had shoot around today. But we didn't get a chance to really talk about a ton playing off 2 feet. And that's my fault. I should have been more clear with my messaging on that, because where Keon got in trouble was when he didn't play off 2 feet. And so when we just ran in there, we just threw up something crazy at the rim. And when he played controlled, when he played off 2 feet, he actually did play well. It was just the times he didn't play off 2 feet. So, look, Keon's a great player. He's a hard worker. I can coach him, and he responds, and he's a winner. And I'll go to battle with him every day. Whether he plays poorly or not, he's going to be on that floor, and he's going to be one of our leaders.
Awesome, Coach. Appreciate you joining us. Congrats on the victory.
Yep, thank you.